Hey guys, today we're going to be making these little fairy princesses, and we've got little faces on them. And they've got bendable arms, cute little skirt, bendable knees, and they can even stand up all on their own. I have to admit, this one has, there we go, slightly different length legs, so you gotta be careful for that. So here's what we're going to do to get started. If you want to do wings, we're going to start with the wings. You don't have to do this, but they're pretty simple. So we're just going to take our sparkly pipe cleaner and fold it in half and open it up a little. And we're going to fold the ends down 1, 2, and fold those in half 2. And now we're just going to open that up a little bit, and you're going to take each end and pull it a little bit past the center so you get this one straight and one curve, and wrap it around. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to pull it in and wrap it around. And we're going to widen those up a little bit. 1, 2, and if you feel like one is bigger than the other, you can just kind of give it a second twist. Kind of squish it down in the middle. And so you see we've got one little set of wings. Can you see that? There we go. Okay. So next we're going to take our 3 plain pipe cleaners and we're going to line them all up, 1, 2, 3. And right about in the middle, we're going to put these wings, just like so, okay? And then we're going to give them a good twist. 1, 2, make sure you twist under and above. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to take this yellow one on the bottom. This is going to be her hair, and that's going to get folded upward. And then we're going to put on her skirt. Now you don't have to add the skirt. She can just be a little dancer. She can be wearing pants, whatever you want. And you can put the whole skirt on. I've done the whole thing for this one right here. And so you can see what that looks like. Kind of covers up down to the knee. But if you want, you can make it a little bit different. You can fold your cupcake liner. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut off the ends like so. 1 and 2. And then I'm going to cut off the tip. And if you don't do it this way, you can actually just fold it in half, just pinch it in the middle and cut a little triangle, boom, boom, out of the center so that it slides right on. So she's going to have a littler skirt. If I can get it back open. Don't forget to ask Mom or Dad for permission to use the scissors. And you can see that I've got a little hole right here. And so we're going to slide that, oh, actually, sorry. We are going to slide on 3 of our beads. If you have 2 different color beads, you want to use the 3 that match here. You're going to go 1, all the way up to the top. 2, all the way up to the top. And 3. And then we're going to add the skirt. There we go. So this is her body and a little tutu. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our straw and we're going to cut it into 8 equal pieces. These are just short of 8 inches. As you can see, well, maybe you can't, just short of 8 inches. So we're going to cut these just about in the middle. And you might want to ask Mom or Dad for help with this. Don't worry if they're not all perfectly even. I'll show you how to fix that. See, mine are a little bit different, but that's okay. And I'm gonna say almost 4 inches, right about there. That wasn't bad. That one went flying. And I'm going to cut each of these right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've got 8 pieces, hopefully just about even. And we're going to line them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you've got some flat ends, you can just squish them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my ruler. I'm going to go like this and line them all up. And then I can pick out the 4 that are the longest. That'll be these 2. And, well, the rest aren't bad. Maybe these 2. I'm going to use the short ones for my arms and the long ones for my legs. So we're going to do the legs next. And these are your legs down here. And here we're going to slide on one of your longer pieces, followed by a knee, and the last of the long pieces. Same thing on the other leg. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to slide those all the way up. Make sure they're even. I'm going to actually slide that one down just a tad, because if they're not even, she won't stand up. And we're going to bend that out and bend that out. We're going to just bend it back in and give it a little twist. Don't worry if her feet look kind of big. The bigger they are, the better she'll balance. And I'm just going to squish them and kind of open them up a little bit so that they're rounder, and that'll give her more surface area to stand on. Watch the ends of these pipe cleaners. They can get a little pointy. There we go. Sometimes you can point them up and slide them inside of the straw. Not always. There we go. All right. They look pretty even. This one might be a little smaller. Oop. There. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, and see she's got little knees, little bendable knees. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bend our arm pieces forward. 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. 2. And we're going to add on our arms. We've got 1, 2, and there's no bead for the elbow here. We're just going to do 2 pieces of straw, and those will bend just fine. 1, 2. And if you want smaller hands, you can just do a little loop and cut these off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little loop, and I'm going to call it a thumb. And I'm going to do a big loop and call it her hand. Kind of looks like a mitten. And I'm going to give her a twist. So there's 1. And then on the other hand, a little loop for a thumb, big loop for a hand, and we're going to twist it around. And there you go. All right. And so this bead is going to be our head. Yours are probably a little bit bigger. I've run out of the big ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker. You don't have to do this. She doesn't have to have a little face, but I'm just going to draw a little face on. So she's got 2 little eyes. And a mouth. She's smiling. She's excited. She's been reading a lot of stories lately. They make her happy. You guys reading anything fun? I hope so. I've been reading some good books. All right, so we're going to take her little head and we're going to slide it right on both of these pieces here. 1, 2. Ta-da! Whoops, her arms are in back of her wings. That's not how fairies work. And then for her hair, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bend it down, and I'm gonna bend it up and down and up, and whoops, bend it up and down and up. So I've done just a little, and it looks crazy. What? That's silly. So we're just gonna take it and we're gonna give it a little twist. And kind of twist and tuck however you can to get her hand to, oh, I've got a little marker on my hand, to make her hair stay flat. You could even give her a ponytail. You can style this however you would like. And so she's got a little top knot going on. There we go. There, and so we've got arms, we've got legs, we've got cute little fairy wings. And of course, every princess needs a crown. So you can take your last piece, and you can do a simple one. You can cut off a little piece and just twist it around and make just like a little tiara. Might look a little like a halo, especially on this one. This one's a little too small. See that? That's kind of silly. Or you can take it and you can do a little zigzag and just go up and down, up and down. Probably you want to do this 4 or 5 times. Let's say 5. And then give it a little, so it's rounded. And then wrap that little bit around the end and trim. That looks like a big crown, but we can adjust. Tighten it up. And slide that right on your beautiful Princess Fairy's head. Just like so. And there you go. She's all done. Her arms are long. Her feet are on backwards. I think I've turned her around. The good news is, if I turn her head around, now I know why her arms were on the wrong side, you guys. She's pretty fixable. She's kind of got wild hair now. There we go. Oh, that's better. Oh, doesn't she look much more comfortable now? And she's got her little crown on. And you might have to play with her feet. You might have to balance her upper body a little bit. But with luck, you should be able to stand her right up.